Hi, David, and welcome to your 2017 Year in a Nutshell reading. Well, let's talk briefly about what we've got before us here. This is your year card, the Hierophant. And so hidden behind that 5 is a 14, Temperance. That's kind of the shadow element of this card. And we'll talk about each of them. Around here we have cards from the Wild Unknown Tarot, which I picked because I thought they might look good on camera, which indeed they do. And we're talking about different sectors of your life. And then finally we have an oracle card from the Enchanted Map. So I think this is going to be a banner year for you because you've got quite a few major arcana cards. You've got the Lovers, you've got the High Priestess, you've got Justice, you have the Chariot, you have Judgment. So, and then you put that on top of a 5-year, because a 5-year is a year where there's a lot of change and a lot of happening, and your soul card is a 9, the Hermit. So, you know what I mean? It depends. Depending on your soul card, a year card could be perceived one way or another, just depending how you are to start with. So I think a 5-year could be it's disruptive. It can be disruptive for anybody, but for you particularly being a 9, it might be maybe a little more disruptive because the 9s tend to like their peace. But we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out for you. Where to start with this? Here we have the sector of you. And so we have the Lovers, we have the High Priestess, and Justice. And the thing that I noticed right off the bat here is we got a lot of doubles. We got 2 cats, 2 geese, and then we got a tiger in the center here. So just from the imagery alone, it just kind of suggests a juggling happening, juggling 2 different things. That Justice card can be juggling 2 different things. It can be juggling 2 different people. The Justice card is asking you, what would you do if you knew you wouldn't be judged? And with the Lovers is also dealing with a choice point. The kind of the Justice point. The Justice is kind of like a balance point, and the Lovers is a choice point. So this could definitely be relationship related, or it just might be about your life. With the Lovers card, there might be something that you're very attracted to, but it has a distinct downside. So let's just go further, and I don't want to get too wrapped up with this back and forth. But I'm initially seeing a lot of, like I said, this double dual energy thing going on, and then not only that, but the card in the middle is a 2. So, like I said, it could definitely be relationships, or I'm not sure. But anyway, so we've got the High Priestess, and I think that's really characterizing you as a very deep, intuitive being. And with that card being there, that lets me know that you're in touch with that part of yourself, and that's good, because that's going to help you with this double aspect that's going on. And then we go from the 2 to Judgment, which is a 20. And so that is about, and this is in the sector of other people over here. So we have you, we have other people. So in the sector of other people, we have Judgment. So this is about, I call it the coming out card. So it's like coming out to who you really are. So sometimes in relationships, or whatever, you have to have a come to Jesus meeting with people and be like, look, this is who I really am, and you can either deal with it or you cannot, and you just kind of have to separate yourself from the emotion and let their stuff be theirs and your stuff be yours. And you have to stand up for the stuff that's yours and let their stuff be theirs. You know what I mean? And not have it be so tangled up. If that makes any sense. So it's like you have to be in service to yourself and who you are, and then let other people fall where they may and feel about it where they will. And so there's a withdrawing energy here with this Four of Cups, and then in the middle we have the Five of Swords. So somebody in this card, someone ruthlessly cut an earthworm in half, is what happened in this card. So this is like an unfair fight. So like that's what I feel like. Something that happened is not fair. And that's reflecting that 5 energy again. So it's kind of like there's this chaos kind of peppered throughout the year. I think this could be this peppering of this kind of chaotic energy. So somebody was just weird and out of line and just ruthlessly did something that that you feel was definitely unfair, bringing in that Justice card. And I feel like maybe your impulse is to withdraw, but like I said, with that Judgment card, that coming out card, it's like you need to just go, hey, this is who I am, this is what I value, this is what I believe in, and just kind of just let them deal with their side of that, and you deal with your side of that. And with the five is about teaching and mentoring. So you could be teaching someone, you could be mentored by someone. And it's also about social hierarchies and fitting into some type of social hierarchy. So keep that in mind. And like I said, behind it we have the Temperance card, which is about this is there's a need. I think there's a need for healing. So whoever chopped that earthworm, there's a need for healing. What's underneath you and at the base of things is we've got another 5. We've got the 5 of Wands. We've got the 4. Here we have another 4. We have 5, 4, 5, 5, 4 here. And 10. So we get the 10 of Wands, 4 Swords, 5 of Wands. So once again, at the base of things, we've kind of got this I feel like it's an intruding chaotic energy. We got the 4 of Swords with you wanting to retreat and wanting to rest, wanting to be by yourself. And then we have the 10 of Wands can be an energy of burdens and wanting, or coming to the end of a long road at the same time. So I feel like, if I feel like you want to retreat, but you really can't, not this year. You're not going to be able to do it. you're going to have to get out there and fight a little bit and be present. Make yourself known. Make your side of the story known. Here at the top of the reading, we have this is your career, your reputation, how other people see you, and we've got the 6 of Wands, the Father of Swords, and the Chariot. So this is also telling me that this year is a little. It's more of a year of your doing. There are other times when we have to just receive, and there's other times where we have to act. And so this is like an action. This is an action time. And so like this is very nice up here. We've got the 6 of Wands, which is success. We have the Father of Swords. And this is talking about you communicating what you know and all of your skill set. This is like knowing your shit. You know your shit. You know what you're doing. And then with the Chariot, you have goals. These are goals in the material world. Notice that horse there is wearing a pentacle. This is like stuff that happens in the material world. And then we've got the sun and the moon, material world. And with that sun and the moon together, like that can be like new beginnings in the material world. And why? Because you know your shit. You know what you know. You know what you know, and you can communicate it, and you're good at what you do. And you've already achieved a certain level of success, and you can go further. So that's quite a bit in and of itself. I want to go back to this, the Hierophant and the Temperance card, because like I said, what's behind that Hierophant is the 14, and this is 5 plus 4, because 4 plus 1 is 5. So this Temperance card is, like I said, it's talking about healing, and it's also talking about putting things together in new combinations. So I think, like I said, I've seen it in a couple of places in this reading where it's like you kind of would like to just retreat. And retreating is okay, but while you're retreated, take what you already have and put it together in a new way. Don't just, just retreat so far back that you're, I don't know, that you're in a cave or something. I mean, it's okay to take these rests and creative breaks. Let's call them creative breaks. Take creative breaks where you can be alone and you can process and you can put things together in a new way, and you can just kind of pump that creative energy, and then you can get back in the game. If that makes any sense at all. Where it's like you get tired and you're just like, or you get frustrated or whatever, and it's like you want to retreat. Cool, do it, but it's like take those game pieces and mix them up, and then come out there with a new game plan, a new way to approach it. You see what I'm saying? And you use your creativity to push yourself forward. So you have a little creative break, and then you come back out again. And then that brings us to your Enchanted Map card, which is Spark, which is talking about that creativity that's flowing through you, that creativity that wants to be expressed, that creativity that wants to intersect with other people. So, and you look how this, like, see how all these colors come down here, and then they come through, and they just go right through this person who's playing the violin. See, so it's like you're taking all that creativity that's out there, and you're channeling it. You're channeling it towards something. The Hierophant can be learning a new skill. So that might be part of your creative expression. So, like I said, I think this year is going to be it's going to be chaotic. Stuff's going to like not make sense. And I don't know. You've got this double double happening, double trouble. I don't know, double thing happening, and somebody's being very rude to earthworms. But I mean, it's like but you've got your goals. So get out there and fight. And get out there and make it happen, because this is the year that David has to make things happen. So I hope that helps. Have a great 2017. If you like this, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.